elephant in the room. Oh man, I'm so glad that I was staying away from looking at reviewers, influencers, but unfortunately, there's a lot of hanky panky has been going on with not only fragrance reviewers but companies that are just basically using anybody who has enough subscribers or something like that to basically just peddle their wares. Now, I don't want to blame this on fragrance houses in general. I'm affiliated with a fragrance house in a sense, but it's more like family. It's not like a business situation, whereas I just say I like something and then I'm going to have a lot of unknowing people who don't know anything to take their money and buy a fragrance because some person with enough reviewers and enough maybe pizzazz or maybe enough of I don't know, a presence per se, because they say you should buy it. And unfortunately for a lot of people, you're wasting your money because these people have no idea what fragrances are about. They're just fronting to get the money. A good way to tell is if they're talking about fragrance and then you look below where you can buy it so they can get some more cap, you know it. I've never done that. And if I did it, I didn't do it for long. I don't promote fragrances from fragrance houses to say, okay, now go and directly buy it. Now, what I do is with a particular fragrance store, again, because I'm more like family to them, I would suggest a fragrance, but I won't just say it smells good just so first of all, I can get a free bottle, and secondly, so I can get you to go down to that store. That store can speak for itself. I might just direct people to, yo, you need to go to this store and check this out. I don't know whether you're going to like it or not. I like it. But all these still old heads who've been in the game long enough to know better to be talking about panty droppers and all this craziness, and they still using it because they know young people who are basically just trying to get by nowadays. Much less they want to smell good because they want to go to the club and something. And these people are responsible for these people going out and spending their money just to find out when they get it, they don't even like it. I rarely heard out of the last two reviewers I ain't know one of these people from a can of paint. That's why I don't look at fragrance reviewers, because they're not fragrance reviewers. They're just people who trying to cap and sell fragrances so they can either get free bottles or they can sell to using Etsy or whatever else so they can get credit for selling the bottle. It's not like it used to be. Unfortunately, I got a lot of cats. I already had this video kind of said before I started talking about these fragrances I'm trying, that I'll never say you should buy it. I'm just telling you if I like it or not. If you trust me, like others have since 2014. The easiest thing to do is to buy a fragrance from friggin' TJ Maxx and say, oh, it smells good, and try to get people to believe that. This thing has become horrible. I don't want to put anybody out of business who have a business that I'm affiliated with. I don't want to put any companies out of business. As you can see, I don't have all these. None of these. I bought all those. And that's not even counting all the ones, the boxes that stuff I sold. And I've had people come on here and say, remember when you sold me this? Remember when you sold me that? All the time. I got people coming in, remember when you sold me this, Raj? But see, all we got right now is a group of people who can just pick up a friend. Oh, yeah, this smells like an apricot and onion rings with some pork sausages and some jalapeno peppers. What's going on, Thomas? How you feel, brother? And that's the easiest thing you could do. The easiest thing you can do to a vulnerable group of people who are just really just trying to, say something smell good. And, they're going to trust somebody to say, okay, that smells good because it got this, I got that. But rarely do these people tell them that they don't really like it. Secondly, they got a free bottle. Thirdly, they ain't even going to buy the bottle. They wouldn't probably buy the bottle if they had money to get the bottle, or they don't have enough money to even buy the bottle. Multi fruits, I don't even see anybody going over reviews that the bottle's over $100. maybe $1.50. There's a lot of shenanigans going on in the fragrance game, and I'm just tired of it. That's why I stopped looking at videos. But then the homies like, yo, man, check this out, check this out. And I look at them like, what is the shenanigans going on with these people claiming they're fragrance reviewers? But that's the easiest thing you can do. You can go buy a bottle from TJ Maxx or someplace, and then talk about it. And all of a sudden, like I said, you got to reach vulnerable people out here spending your hard-earned money, buying stuff. You do know when you buy a fragrance, you can't take it back, right? You got to open it. You open it, I open it because whatever, well, I ain't like it when I got it. You can't do that. Money down the drain. The fastest $100, $200, $300 for some people who trying to talk $300 fragrances down the drain, but they're only doing it because the people they're getting the free bottles from is endorsing them. And not only that, then they take the bottle and try to sell it someplace else and get double hitter. It's just a shame. I'm a whistleblower. There's a lot of phonies out here. Watch out for them. They disguise themselves as being knowledgeable, as being fashionable, a whole bunch of stuff. They disguise themselves because they don't really have any credibility. I ain't gonna be talking about fragrances butt naked. But that don't mean I want you to buy them. I'm just telling you what they smell like to me. But I had people come, yo, Rod, I put that fragrance, man, you was right on target. I had people say, man, I ain't like that fragrance. The key to the game is just buy samples. Look, I'm in Philly. There's many places I can go. The most famous place you can go to in Philadelphia is Perfumology. And you can smell just about all the independent houses. Now if you want to smell the major houses, then you go to Neiman's and Saks. And you smell those houses. Then if they don't have what you're looking for, then you can go up to my man RaJuR store up in Lancaster and smell the juices in his houses. And then if you want to get in the car and take a trip because you live in East Abacalan and you're not near anything, then you just find out where the nearest store is for you to go to. Because I travel down Virginia. I go to Parfums in France. I go all over the place to get bottles. But what I would not do is mislead people into buying things just so I can get an edge on the kickback from you buying it for somebody else. So you get a free bottle, then you sell it. Or you get a free bottle, and then you put that bottle up for sale. Or you get a free bottle, and then you say, all right, cool. You can find this bottle here, you can find this bottle there, and then you get the kickback. I can't remember any time since I've been in this game, 2014 or before, that I've asked for a kickback. Only store I've led people to is my main store here in Philly. That's it. And that don't mean you got to buy anything from there. You still got to go there. But if you live in Philly, it's good to go. If you live someplace else, you got to come up here and get to that store. But I'm not going to lie and say, look, this store got this, man. I really love it, just to get you to go to that store and buy it. My integrity is too high for that. And that store integrity is too high for that. They try to educate you on fragrances. They try to tell you the ups and downs of the fragrances. That's what they try to do. So watch these people out here claiming they're fragrance experts. So they just trying to get popularity. They ain't have anything else. Ask them what they was doing before they started doing fragrance reviews. So you got to ask them. You can't sit there and now they trying to keep the faith. Don't say anything bad about me, and don't post anything, blah blah blah. Because they scared. They scared that me as a whistleblower will call you out. I go to your page and call you out. But you're gonna sit up here and be misleading people about buying a fragrance because you like it, because it's a panty dropper, because it's beast mode. I got this dude, man, he's been in the fragrance for 100 years. He should know he should be past that. He hasn't learned anything. Out of the maybe 4, 5, 6 years he's been in the fragrance game, he's still calling stuff beef mode and freaking panty droppers. You should know better by now. None of us old heads who've been in this game since 2014 or before are not calling fragrances panty droppers, because that's just stuff to you to get people to subscribe to your channel, and your channel is garbage. It's a misleading channel. And that's what it is. So be careful of people who always put labels on top of fragrances like panty droppers and beast mode and all these freaking, they don't make no sense. They don't make any sense. I'm going to be the whistleblower. I don't want you to stop looking at the channel. I want you to just really check them out. Really see what they're talking about. Really see the fragrance that they're pushing. And then ask them, did you buy that bottle or is it a freebie from the store? Just say that. Did you get that bottle from the person or the company that you're talking about. And then say, where can I get the samples from? And if you're so good about what you're doing, why don't you buy them a sample? How about that? And send it to them. These people out here, shenanigans, charlatans, man. Just stay away from these fragrance reviewers and all these other people that's trying to, run game on clubs and all this stuff, trying to act like they fragrance reviewers, and they not. They just lying. They lying. They reading stuff off the paper. Oh, just remember what the paper say. There's one person was doing the fragrance, didn't even know the name of it. Look right at the doggone bottle and still couldn't pronounce it. Let's get to my channel now, because I've been doing this for too long. I'm not going to let these people. Y'all need to share my channel. But see, I don't get enough homies over here because I only have 3,000 subscribers, over 4,000 videos, and I've been talking about fragrance since 2014. And anybody, you should have more. No, I don't want more. I don't want more subscribers. I don't need 100,000 subscribers because I'm not trying to peddle no wares. I'm not trying to get no money in my pocket. I work for my money. I work for my pension. I work for everything I got. These people out here ain't never worked in their life. Some of them, they just found a way to get into the game. But as soon as YouTube shut down their channel because they didn't say something wrong or something that came up, and now they're not getting that money they're generating from these things, and now whoever paying them to get these bottles, they get these freebies from, drop them, and now they don't have no more living. What did you do before then? I just want to know, for most of these reviewers who are now all of a sudden fragrance reviewers, what did you do before you started playing this game? What were you doing before you started playing this game, player, or players, or playesses? What were you doing before you picked up a bottle of fragrance? Thought you can just go to YouTube, chart a channel, and start talking about them? What were you doing before that? I answer tough questions, but I don't spend my time dealing with these. I left 2 comments on 2 joints just to let them know. Did you pay for that bottle? Did you get a free bottle? Why are you trying to send somebody over to Etsy and whatsoever to buy bottles? Are you getting paid by Etsy? Are you getting paid by Roma, Scoma? Are you getting paid by FragranceNet? Are you? Ask them questions. And then just to go somewhere else, like my channel, where I ain't trying to get no money from nobody. I'm not my bottles are paid for $30,000, $40,000 bottles since 2014, probably more than that. And these rooks are getting free bottles and lying to you sometimes. Don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, this smells like a little patchouli, but it's because the cool is here. All you got to do is look at enough videos to be able to do the lingo. It's just lingo speak. But beast mode, panty droppers, come on, man, stop playing with me. Now, Soponica, I call it, the buttery sandalwood. My man just hooked me up with this ad tonight. He told me he had it, and I just happened to run into the bottle. I had this before I drank it out. I had 100 mil. My man just hooked me up with what he had left. I said, I'm coming to get that. He lived right around the corner. I said, I'm on my way to grab that, brother. I'm coming to get it. Holla at your boy. We make an arrangement for payment. You know what I'm saying? So there's not that much in there. This is a 100 mil bottle. And again, I used to have this bottle, and I sprayed it all out. Now there's a new Soponica out you can buy. You can find out where it's sold. I'm not going to do that. I'm not promoting where it's sold. That's not what I do, because I don't try to get stuff from people for free. But you can buy this at Perfumology. But it won't be in this bottle. It'll be in a taller bottle. But don't worry. If you get down there and you don't like it, you can buy something else. There's plenty of artisan fragrances down there. There's plenty of new fragrance lines down there. You got the special fragrances down there that's not sitting up in the store where you can just go and smell it. Go back around the corner and take a picture of it like you bought it. No, you didn't even buy it. Yeah, there's some of those folks out here too. They get the bottle, they take it around the corner in the store. Anyway, Soponica by John Bieber, who I've met in person. The same way I met Chris Collins. And I like his fragrances. Simple as that. I have 1, 2, 3 down there in the cage. And I'm looking to get Savant. And this right here is African Reboost, which is one that I have. Bada bing, bada boom. It's popping off. I think you should like it if you like tea. If you like tea fragrances. It's more than just tea, though. It's definitely more than tea. But if you like tea fragrances, you like that light, but yet again, complex smell, It depends on how it blends, and it really depends on the dry down. See, these people got you buying fragrances. You ain't know what their dry down is. Oh, it smells good. It smells like apple pie with some cinnamon bakery, grapes and orange juice. But then by the time you get to the dry down, it smells like rocks and sand. But see, they don't tell you that because they're misleading, and a lot of them are just phony playing the game. They're trying to make money on YouTube off you, off the people they're getting the free bottles from, and off the people that they're trying to resell their bottles to, and the people that they're trying to link so they can get some money off sales of bottles. You can trust me. I've been keeping it real since I started this channel. So my channel is RaJuR, Real Deep Cool, Grammy producer, fashion icon. I have about $50,000 worth of fashion too. Ask them where they're into fashion before they start doing fragrance. It's hard to go buy a piece of fashion and then come and talk about it. I don't have to do that. I don't have to talk about this Alva Rex one of a kind. Well, there's more, but they only made this bull. They only made one of this design right here. I can talk about that. I don't need to. Some things I don't need to say nothing. Efficacious Rayubus. Next we have Forbidden Temptation. I've never smelled this, and if I don't find it, I'm not going to smell it now. Hold on. My man C Money just hooked me up with this one right here after, I did the Soap and Nico joint. And let's smell it. Because I have a lot of Viva Moors. I don't know if I'm going to buy another Viva Moor. I don't remember seeing Forbidden Temptation, but I did see something. I was down there the other night, and there was one I don't have. I mean, because believe it or not, a lot of Viva Moors. Move out the way. Lots of Viva Moors and Navituses down there, right? And that's maybe because the price is right. I don't think you could lose. I think that even if you spend $125, $150 for 100 mil, you won't be disappointed. But again, before you buy anything, but before you trust me or trust anybody else, call the store and ask for samples. Or go to the store, spray it on you, find one you really like, or 2 or 3. You got plenty of skin. When you go to the store, do not spray up. Don't spray nothing. Don't put any lotion on your body. Don't put no Vaseline and all that stuff on your body. Just go to the store that you get ready to possibly buy some fragrances from, where no matter where you go down there, butt naked, dry skin like a mug, and then spray. And then just walk around, smell some other stuff. You got to spend an hour. At least spend an hour to find out how it's going to dry down before you take your hard-earned money and not buy any panty droppers or beast mode fragrances from these bums out here that just misleading you for money and for your subscriptions. I'm gonna tell you, if it smells like booty, I will tell you. My homies will tell you. A lot of my homies ain't gonna line up on this fragrance because they don't want to be. Some people don't kind of want to be involved when I start talking like this. But I'm a whistleblower. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't play games, and I don't want people spending their hard-earned money going to buy some Avengers for $425, and then when you get to the club, everybody got it on. Forbidden. Basically, Forbidden Temptation is just another variation of something that came out of Vivermore. We got this thing called, it's basically called DNA. All right. I mean, like, you're considering your DNA. You might have your mother's DNA, your father's DNA, whatever, and it's passed down to your bloodstream or whatever it is. I don't know. Well, same thing for some designers. Like, I have my own fragrances. I can even smell my own DNA fragrance. I got certain notes that I really like and I'm good at. I'm not really that good at making fragrances, but if you want to make some fragrances, go to Sit and Sip. And that is in Lansdale on Main Avenue off of 63. Tell them Raj sent you. Joan, Jenny, and Tom. Go down there and make your own fragrance for $40 for 100 mil. I would show mine, but they're not here for mine. All right, so let's go. Forbidden Games. Now, Temptation. Forbidden Games is actually Killian with the cases I have up there, because I have cases for my Killians. Yeah, okay. Well, I bought those, by the way. I bought the cases and the Killians. I bought mine. Killian sent me free samples in a big envelope with 25 stamps on there. He sent me samples. I got samples up there and everything. I ain't even spray them because I lost the sheet. They had numbers on them, And then I lost a sheet that tell me the numbers of which one had what fragrance in there because they were just in 3 mils like this. And I lost the sheets. I don't know what they are. But they up there. I might spray them one day. You know what I mean? So anyway. Yeah, I'm not. It smells like a kind of a, one of your gourmandy type Viva Moors when you first smell it. But then it's starting to get a little sour. I'm going to look at the notes. All right, it started, like I said, plum and French cognac. You got Brazilian tonka, cinnamon. It must be the tobacco then. It must be the tobacco that also, yep, when I smell it. It must be the tobacco that start making it smell like, to me, sour, because it'll start off sweet with the plum and French cognac. And then we got to the heart notes. And I like my man Christian Provenzano. He done made a lot of fragrances for people, so has all the other major ask these guys, do they do what's the name of the major fragrance perfumers? They wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know. Let's ask them. See, when you look at these people live and all that stuff, say, oh, who's the perfumer for that fragrance? I don't know. Because they don't know, because they're probably not going to keep the bottle. It's probably free. They're going to sell it, and then they're going to try to get you to buy some SC bottles so they can get paid even more. And you be subscribing to these people because you ain't got a bit of sense. Forbidden Temptation. But my man put me down with this. He thought I had so many Vivamores, blah, 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 blah. Born to Stand Out, Smoking Gun. Who is that by 1080? Never heard of that. Born to Stand Out, Smoking Gun. Provide. What's going on, guy? Mr. Stewart is in the house. Guy Stewart, what's going on, baby? Hey, man, I'm here whistleblowing on these phony fragrance reviews on YouTube. You know what I mean? I get right to the point. What did they do before they started doing fragrance reviews? That's all you got to ask them. And then ask them, did you buy that bottle or did somebody give you that bottle? Thirdly, are you trying to promote somebody to buy that bottle from Etsy or some other place? And secondly, where's your collection at? Rule them right out. Born to Stand Out. That's the name of the niche house. Okay, never heard of them. Where'd you grab that from, 1080? Where you grab that joint from? I never even heard of those. Never heard of it. There's not going to be a long video tonight, by the way. I'm getting ready to blah, 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 blah. Let's ask 1080 a question. Is that a panty dropper? Or is it beast mode? All right, so next we have, I've already talked about this one, Buddha Blend. I really do like Buddha Blend. Look, Liquid Imaginaires, man, I have 3 right down here now, 100 ml bottles, the Crema, Eau de Cure, and Bissomaine. Those my 3 right there, you know what I mean? I need some more La Crema and I need some more Eau de Cure. But of course, I got to get something else before I fill up on them bottles again. So yeah, no doubt. And you notice these guys always like promoting these bottles that are very popular. You never see them really promoting a bottle that's not popular. Like I had no idea what Born to Stand Out is, and I probably nobody else does, as far as those people who just getting into the game fronting. But yeah, this Buddha joint, I likes it. I don't have any more to spray on my arm because I was over Charles' crib spraying because I went over there to pick up this Sopaniku. So I was spraying. He kept bringing stuff out. He brought an African rose. I really like African rose. In fact, I had it in his hand. It's gone already. I don't know, C-Money. I don't know. I mean, I was washing my hands, though. I did wash my hands after I ate. So, yeah, maybe I'll wash it off. But African rose should be able to withstand a washing of hands. All right, I'm going to spray this in here, and this is a Buddha Blend. You got to check it out, man. You got to check these houses out. And, I like Buddha Blend because it got like this crazy, like it's not even chocolate in this. I'm sure there's no chocolate in this, but it probably has a smell like a little chocolate for a minute. I like Buddha Blend, man. That'll probably be, first I was thinking about pistachio. I don't know what I did with that sample. I think they gave me pistachio sample yesterday, but I don't have it. Indie House Perfumery in Atlanta. All right, bet. I got to check them out. I'll check out their stuff online. but I ain't buying nothing until I get some samples. So I'll find out how much these samples are. I'll see something maybe I'm interested in. I would not look at any reviewers even talk about anything they got in Atlanta Indie House or anywhere else. And I'll get it like my man Andy all the way over. What's my man name? All the way over in Cali. Got that nice house in Beverly Hills. Man, I can't spend the kind of money. I want some samples. I'll spend $100 on samples if I can. Now, some samples are pretty expensive because the juice is pretty expensive. The samples are based off the millage and the bottle. When I sell my sample, my 5 mils, it's based off how much the bottle costs. If the bottle is 300, then I deduce that 100 mil, 300, that's 30, and then the half of 30 is 15. So a 5 mil of Amouage or something like that, $300 bottle is gonna cost you $15 for 5 mil. But a lot of them not doing 5 mil, they're doing mostly like 3 mils and stuff like this. Okay. Zaji Rabbit, another one that's on my hit list. Zaji Rabbit's on my hit list. I had like 4 or 5 zoologists. Sprayed them joints out. They gone. But yeah, rabbit. I gotta get some rabbit, man. It's so earthy smelling, but yet again, a little bit of sweetness to it. You know what I mean? Because remember, rabbits run in dirt, so it would be earthy. You know what I mean? And that's what Wong do. Victor Wong be like, yo, what would this be doing with that? Like when I made my fragrance called Butter Love, it's talking about Timberlands. I put dirt in there, pineapple, because the color like pineapple. I did everything I could think about to make the fragrance called Butter Love. So I'm talking about butters. You know, we talk about butter. I put butter in it. I put butter, dirt, blah, 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 butter, dirt. You need a sandalwood powerhouse. There's too much stuff, man. Look, man, there's a billion sandalwood. I'll do what the other ones won't do. Go to Fragrantica and just type in sandalwood. And all of the sandalwood fragrances will come up. And again, call the store. Don't go asking me. Don't come asking me what you think about this because I don't know, because I might like it, you might not. Call the store and say, look, I need flippity flop sandalwood hip hopper. How much that costs? Okay, well, the bottle might be 200, might be 100, whatever it is. Okay, send me that sample. And then find some other samples you want. But look here, don't play yourself, man. Don't waste your money listening to these fraudsters out here. A bunch of fraudsters out here. Again, if you hear any of them dudes saying some keywords like a Venice, a Venice, where am I juice at? A Venice, panty droppers, beast mode. If you hear anybody saying that, unsubscribe. Hurry up. Don't waste your time anymore because they're about to waste your money. That's all they're about to do. Waste your hard-earned money because they're talking about something as a freaking panty mode of Venice. And also stay away from dudes. Hold on. I got to load up on some D3 real quick because it feels as though I'm not sure what the heck is going on. You got to take some vitamins real quick because I've been drinking. Take the opportunity to invest your money not in a fragrance that some of these knuckleheads are asking you to buy. Call these people, go to Fragrantica, look up the fragrance that you think you might, or just look up a note. Like I said, now for me, the buttery sandalwood is right here. Is a powerhouse? I wouldn't say that, but it's buttery and it's sandalwood made by John Bieber January Scent Project. Yo, I had this bottle. My man I just bought the rest. I just bought this from him, and I had 100 mil. I don't even have it anymore. And I know that I met the person who made that, John Bieber. I didn't read it. I didn't read it off the paper, and I didn't get it for free either. I bought it. Okay. Now. Okay. So yeah, I mean, saying, man, what the heck is going on? You know, the thing about driving limos, and you get a lot of people in the car. And sometimes these people sneeze. Relying on my powerhouse body not to get caught up with anything. But I was sneezing before I was sneezing yesterday. I was sniffing yesterday. I don't know why. I thought because I was sniffing fragrances whatsoever. But when you drive people around the car, it's closed car. And I don't want to get in the car and I got a mask on, anybody else. Like they think that I think that they, people, maybe I should. But, you know, sometimes people get in the car, they sneeze, they cough, they don't cover their mouth, and you might get caught up in some yummy. That's just where it goes. Vanilla soap. One of the best vanillas I've ever smelled. And I have a lot of fragrances that I bought. Not from the House of Z, who's giving out fragrances for free like Skittles. Those my ooze over there. There's some stuff I've gotten for friends directly. I've had friends gift me. As these penny dropping freaking beast mode people has somebody who's not a store ever sent them fragrances, either to try out or just because they appreciate the work that you do. See those answers. So you got to ask the questions. Stop spending your time with these people because they will mislead you because they're just trying to make money. That's it. They're trying to get famous off of a fragrance. Oh, well, I think this one right here is this is great because it has apple cider in it with some dirty socks. But it smells like the socks were dirty, but then you rinse them out and spray them with some Lysol, and then in the dry down smells like dirty toes. Vanilla silk, vanilla and musk. I'm trying to get that. I think I'm going to get it. There's somebody selling it for a very reasonable price on a secondary site. I don't really like to buy. A lot of things from secondary sites. I mean, one time I bought something and I bought a fakie. I don't feel like getting up and getting it. But that wasn't from a secondary site. That was somebody from private. But yeah, I bought a fake freaking tobacco oud bottle that is this freaking tall and that skinny. And then I bought a bad freaking Black Orchid bottle that was jacked up when I have 2 Black Orchid bottles right here. So I knew that bottle was phony because I can tell it by the back. All the lines was crooked. And Tom Ford do not have any freaking bottles out with crooked lines anywhere on Black Orchid. So yeah, but I got my money back and I kept the fragrance. Don't play with me. All right, so now, next. Oh, this is Montal. Like I said, I never bought this, man. I was really a Montal man, Sarah dude. And then the point, I am. I'm not paying attention to you, 1080. You're just trying to start some crap. You're going to ask me, do I have a certain hat? No, I don't wear other people's hats. I don't care. No talk. I wear other people's hats. Only hat I'm wearing is RaJuR hats. So anyway, but this is good. I do like them more, man. Again, it's another good coffee fragrance. They make a lot of coffee fragrance. Man, Sarah and Montal, still the same dude, Pierre Montal. It's the same thing. But I mean, it might be a little deviation. Of course, everybody knew Intense Cafe and Intense Cafe Extra Strong came out. That was good, but they had others. I got Oud Cafe. That's a good one. There's a lot of fragrances they had out that was cafe-ish. And that's what they were known for, man. They can do a coffee. But there's another fragrance that's good coffee, and you can get it down Perfumology. It's called Vietnamese coffee, I think. Man, that thing crazy. That joint crazy. All right. Amore Cafe. Yeah, Vietnamese coffee down there is crazy. It's a little expensive, but the bottle is nice like an egg. It's nice. Yeah, you can smell the coffee, you smell the pastries, you smell the donuts, you smell everything here. Yeah. I mean, plus this is enough for me. The thing about it is, look, really, don't think you got to have a bottle of everything, especially if you really can't afford it. Don't buy a bottle of anything. I'm telling you, if you get a 3 ml, you ain't trying to spray the whole 3 ml out. Save your money. Stop listening to these freaking beast mode, airhead, Venice panty dropping dudes. Buy you a sample and do not buy anything from their links. I'm telling you, don't support their links. Don't support their links. They in it for the money. And people in for the money do anything, like a Jasmine Rocket, Ratchet. Did I say that? I did. So anyway, people that's in it for the money, man, you can't trust them. I'm telling you, they'll tell you anything. But just ask the pertinent questions. Did you buy that bottle? Are you sponsored by that company? Or are you trying to make money off that bottle by sponsoring that bottle? And secondly, do you really like it? And what did you do before you became a fragrance reviewer? Out of here. All right, next we have City Rhythm. Like I said, I really want to support him because I thought that I would never buy a RDZ. Now, me and 1080 talk about it. He doesn't like Philly Blunt. He doesn't like Flan. I guess he doesn't like Capacoo. He doesn't like a lot of fragrances. I got that. I do, though. I do. And that's the perfect example right there. I never told anybody to buy anything. I'm just telling you I like it. Now, if you buy it because I like it, and then you say, yo, man, I bought that, man, just on your dime. Not on my dime. I bought that because you said that joint was banging. Roasted tangerine. Where's my pistachio, man? He's supposed to give me a pistachio sample. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's the dealio right there, bada bing, bada boom. Raj, I bought that joint, man. That joint is fire. I don't want you buying a bottle because of me. I don't want you buying any of Venice Beast Mode bottles. I don't want you buying any panty dropper bottles because I'm dressed up. I got a suit on and everything. You know what I mean? You're going to sell me something. I want to see you in a freaking t-shirt and your breath stink. Other than that, I ain't buying nothing from you. I ain't buying nothing that you talk about, player. Me and this guy ain't going at it. I'm going at him. I ain't buying nothing. Could you put on a suit? I'm supposed to buy something. Man, get out of here. Shoot, that suit might be from freaking K&G. Shoot, out of here, man. I ain't playing no game. I'm a whistleblower, man. I ain't playing no games with these dudes, man. Stop wasting your money with these people. They're not seasoned. They just got into the game 4 or 5 years ago. Don't even know what they drawers smell like. They walk around with dookie stains in their drawers and can't even smell it. How are you gonna freaking tell you what a fragrance smell like? I'm just telling you. All these joints are bangers. If I got them, they bangers. And most of my fragrances, I don't have no more than maybe 4 each, except for because I got special fragrances from Joe Malone, Sarah McCartney. I got, they girls, man. They're my girls. They be putting their nose in it, bro. They be putting their nose in it. But I'm gonna look up Smoking Gun. I'm gonna see what's popping with it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get my thermometer because I better not be coming down with nothing, man. Shoot, my day off tomorrow too? Dog. When he really sneaking. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something you should grab though. I'll tell you something you should grab a sample of, and I was really surprised, even though I'm a very big fan of Olfactive Studios. And and the shame of it is a lot of these old head fragrance companies, man, got to drop out the game because there's so much waste out there and garbage out there. You know what I mean? That, man, it's just messing up these Olfactive Studios. I don't think they're making fragrances anymore. A lot of companies not making any fragrances anymore. It's because of these reviewers who are out here talking about all this free juice that they're getting, and it's messing up there because they ain't giving out no free juice. 98.1. So I am not jacked up. Okay. You might join like 97.5. But yeah, I gotta make sure I ain't coming down with nothing. I ain't coming down with nothing, man. It's probably just allergies, seasonal. I'm not sure what's going on, Doc. What's going on? JW, Jared Wilson is in the house, man. You know how he do. You know, when he come up here, y'all better watch out because he's about to tell y'all about some sauces, maybe. Cantor Charlie. This is good. My girl Mary Beth turned me on to Cantor Cali. I know I was paper in here. So I probably can smell something in there. I sold this a while ago. Man, I sold so many fragrances. My man came on the other night. He was like, yo, man, I bought what's going from you, and I bought this from you. Because one time I was just liquidating stuff, man. I had too much stuff in the cage. I don't mind having a lot of fragrances, man. But when I get to the point that I'm not feeling selfish, I'm just going to let them sit up there, you know, and just grow old. When I know somebody else can have them, give it to them for a good price. Like my man C-Money hooked me up with this Sulpanica tonight. You know, I want to do that, man. And especially when the bottle really go like down this low, and I'm still trying to like, all right, I really don't wear it. So let me go ahead on and, you know, decant it. And I still can't decant it. Then I go ahead on and sell the bottle. That's where I do things. Because I don't get free bottles. Even when I get free bottles, I don't get free bottles. I don't have to wear a suit. I wear hoodies. I do wear Burberry stuff and some, you know, Fear God stuff, or maybe some, you know, some. What else I got in there? I don't know. I got so many high fashion clothings. It's freaking ridiculous. I might wear some Balmain. Might throw on some freaking Giuseppe Zanotti's. These cats out here buying these suits from freaking K&G Shoe Source. That sounded like a video I did a long time ago. These guys faking out suits, man, buying them joints from K&G, trying to act like they had them joints bespoke. Talking about fragrances. Not here. You corny. Remember when I got this ages ago? I had bought this because I had put my nose on it somehow or the other. I bought this from Bloom. I should still see if they have this, man. And that's the thing about it. I had talked about Miss Putman. I mean, I was like, yo, this joint is flavor. I mean, that's still flavor. I don't look, just me remembering that how cool this box is. So I'm trying to find a place in the cage for it, but it's probably entirely too big to fit in the cage. But it goes up in the closet. But I would like this in a cage. I might just sit around here on my desk somewhere. Like, I can just put it there. I got fragrance boxes everywhere, except for my studio. No fragrance boxes in the recording studio. Only thing back there is guitars and freaking studio recording equipment. Ask them guys, are they recording artists or anything? Ask them what they was doing before they became fragrance reviewers. I mean, just ask them. They'll tell you. Well, ask them what qualifies you to be a fragrance reviewer. Could you say beast mode 20 times? Like I said, this right here was really a surprise when I got Violet Shot because I didn't expect this to really be good to me. And I bought it, man. I bought this from Perfumology. They ain't selling it anymore. Look at that box. That box is fly. I sold this to my homeboy who is a security guard around the corner at a place called Jules. And I was wearing it one day. He was like, yo, what you wearing? I'm like, man, bro, you won't know what this is, man. This ain't no friggin' dollar store, you know, stuff you buy with, you know, suits from K&G and freaking beards. This is juice. Man, I need to have that. I said, I tell you what, how much is it worth to you? I said, how much you got in your pocket? He was like, I got this. I said, I'll be right back. Came home, got this joint, but I ain't give him the box. I had to keep the box, man. If I'm selling something, I just gave him like, this is that as well. It comes in a leather joint. So I kept this, of course. Ain't nothing in it though. I'll spray that out. But this came in a leather joint just like this. Big leather joint. Old Fox Studios. And then you don't hear much about Old Fox Studios. Why? Because there's too much other stuff out here now. Everybody just freaking waking up in the morning making fragrances. Oh, look what I made today. Okay. There you go. Oh, Violet Shot. Besides Violet Shot, There's one by Alexander J called Irish Violet. I know somebody who called it something else. They call it Irish Violent. Y'all see what Jared wrote? Y'all see what he wrote, right? Now, Jared knows how I feel about that fragrance. He just want to antagonize me. He knows exactly. Look, Jared go way back with me too, if I remember correctly. He knows exactly how I feel about that freaking homeless, dirty, stanky sock, dirty drawers fragrance. He knows that. He doesn't want to hear me say it. He know I despise that fragrance. It smells like a dude who didn't watch his butt. He out there in the corner, and I ain't got nothing against, people who are doing not so well whatsoever. So let's give them that fragrance, because that way they can just spray it on them, and they ain't got to work so hard to smell like this. Man, that fragrance smells like a homeless person. That's that, sir. Everybody know how I feel about that fragrance. I don't even know if it's oud in it. I don't know what's in it. Oh, you never heard me say that before? All right, Jay, I ain't know, man. Because, I got a couple subscribers, man. Sometimes I forget who come through here. Because, I'm few and far between really talking about fragrances, really. You're talking about music and fashion now. But, yeah, man, I said that a long time ago, man. I ran into RaJuR Dove really big when I went to Oswald. See, some of these people who do fragrance reviews too, they don't go nowhere. They don't go to New York and go to Oswald. They go to Sin Explorer, and that's it. But on their own time, they ain't riding to Virginia. They ain't riding to New York. They ain't going to Bergdorf. They ain't when Barney's was up there. They ain't going to Barney's. They sit in their crib, ordering stuff online. They get it, you know what I mean? And it's probably like half price. It might have came from Fragrance Net, so it's been sitting in a hot behind basement for 17 years. Get out of here. Look, if you like it, bro, you like it. Do you smell like some dirty drawers and a bad and some bad socks? The feet stinking. If it doesn't smell like that to you, then great. You should like it. Don't pay attention to me. Again, I like what I like. You like what you like. We both might like the same thing. That smells like a homeless person. Now, I smelled many homeless person. When I was driving a sub, I'm driving buses, I'm driving trolleys. I smelled a lot of homeless people. And that's probably why I said that. Nothing against homeless people. You know what I mean? I might stink right now. Y'all don't know. I might look like I smell good because I got on my Ava Rex. Yeah. Bull. See, I don't have to wear suits and all kinds of stuff to convince y'all to buy anything. Like I said. All right, the opening is a little challenging. Well, bro, I don't have patience like that, okay? You must have the patience of Job. You're going to sit there and wait for the opening. That opening is a RaJuR. Bro, the opening is going to be at least 4 to 5 days. And then the dry down is going to be good for 3 minutes, and then you out of it. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, JW. Come on, man. You know I know this stuff. No, I don't know. Because I never bought it. I wouldn't have any idea. But all I'm saying is it smells like bad feet and dirty underwear, and then I'm out. So I don't need for me to even buy it. And like I said, I smelled most of the Jidjals back in the day. I think we was doing Sniffapalooza. The Sniffapalooza right there, 2014. Ask them they ever been to Sniffapalooza in 2014. They can't even spell Sniffapalooza, much less Panty Dropper and what you call them. They can wear them KG fashion suits, though. Anyway. They tell you a story about Kevin Samuels, who used to ask me about fragrances. And then he went off about talking about women. He lucky because I do that anyway now, but I'm not going in like he do. I'm not setting up a podcast and dog women out and then wait for them to come and poison me, because that's exactly probably what happened. That woman came to get him. I'm going to give you some draws and then drink this. And homeboy never woke up. It can be dangerous out here. It can be dangerous about me talking about fragrances. All these reviewers out here that's faking the phone, But you can come and find me. I'm good. I got a couple pieces around here. You know what I mean? I got one ain't gonna miss nothing. You know what I mean? I can't wait till I get them shells called everything in the kitchen sink. So don't worry, I'm well guarded. I'm well at all times. So if somebody who in a fragrance decide they want to come here from Beast Mode City, New York, and come and see me, they can come and see me. Or they can send me balls, whatever they got to do. But I'm never asleep at any time. So, and that's the thing about it. These cats get butthurt when somebody step to them and tell them something on the other level, but they want you to say it kindly. Well, I just totally disagree with you with that because, and most of these brothers got Caucasian subscribers. You know what I mean? They don't have no brother subscribers because ain't no homies in the hood spending that kind of money. They know that. Them cats ain't subscribing to them, man. I ain't subscribing to them. So I know they got a lot of, the brothers got a lot of Caucasian subscribers, and they're trying to convince them the stuff is beast mode. Brothers in the hood, they ain't buying that. They buying weed. The only fragrance they're gonna be smelling like is the weed that they smoking. That's what they buying. Buy $100 worth of friggin' fragrance when I can buy $100 worth of weed. So don't even believe. They might have 100,000 subscribers, 37,000 subscribers. I can bet you maybe 75% of the subscribers are Caucasian people. That's how I had to do that. And it's not because, nothing wrong with Caucasian people, not at all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they take advantage of people like that because they know they had the income to spend $200-$300 on the fragrance. But see, they didn't spend $200-$300 because a lot of them got it for free. Some of them buying them off Fragrance Net, half price, half sale. They already done cut down the half price, then they got to get rid of them before they turn into sausage juice. So then they get another half off. And then they buy them Jones off Fragrance Net, and then they compare like they're reviewing them. When them Jones don't smell, not like they were originally. Look, that's what I do, man. I'm a whistleblower. But all these people get up in the game, don't know what they talking about, mess up the harder. I say it all the time. Not gonna let all these rookie poops get up here, mess up this hard work that me and the cats did to make it possible for them to even sit up here and talk about fragrances, and they don't even know about it. Instead of trying to learn, they some just flapping and flipping, and trying to have doing stuff to try to get more attention to themselves, and they don't have no idea what they're doing. Just saying stuff. Have you tried any Chanel exclusives? Coming down to what you call. Now, I was at King of Pressure last week. I was at Neiman's just looking around, smelling around. I was out there I was looking out there for fashion stuff. I'm looking at these Christian Louboutins I like, man. I'm trying to wait till the money go down a little bit because I got 2 pair Christian Louboutin sneaks over there, and then I got a pair of pony hair shoes. So I want another pair. Them Jones are nice. With some black pants, them Jones is fire. So I was out there looking at those and some other stuff, and I ran to my man, Rob C. He was in the same shoe department. I turned around. So him and his girl was there. He said, this guy I was talking about. So anyway, we had to walk around. He wanted to go to the Chanel store. I said, bro, I ain't go to no Chanel store, man. They sell pocketbooks. Come on, man. Man, Chanel sells pocketbooks and makeup. What I'm going in there for. But I really have forgotten about Chanel. I never bought a Chanel, but if I had to buy a Chanel, it would not be either one of those. It would be the famous, the infamous, the most best vetiver pretty much out there. It would be Sycamore. That's the only thing I would buy, Sycamore. I smelled the Lion. I smelled Coromandel. Coromandel is okay, but I would buy Sycamore. I'm not buying Coromandel. I'm buying Sycamore like a mug. Like a mug, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever bought a fragrance like a mug? Yeah. Well, I would buy that like a mug. Turn the lights on. But you really can't see the lights because I got the lights on. Should I turn the lights off and just turn the lights on? No, I'm not going to do that. You're wasting freaking battery power. Or I could turn the lights off and just let y'all see the fragrances. But no. There's a special occasion fragrance talk. Cut the lights right back off. Because I don't feel like buying no more batteries. All right, so anyway. There you go. We agree. I've had some good veterans, but I'm not a veteran head. I'm not a veteran like veteran is the note. You know what I mean? Like veteran is the note. There's nothing else happening. Veteran is the note in the fragrance. I don't have any like that. I mean, I got an old school veteran, which is I got an old school patchouli too. With old school veteran. Oh, here you go. Now, see these suit wearing, wannabe, fragrance reviewing, discount juice, free bottle getting people don't have this vetiver. This vetiver is from the company called Lubin since 1797. I got 6 Lubins up there. Idal, Akkad, Najamana. I have 6 Lubins up there. And this Lubin is one from way back in the day. You talk about an all-wood top. This is called vetiver. But again, this is old school vetiver. Now, Chanel's been out a long time too. But I don't think they made a vetiver fragrance back then. I think there was more in the pocketbooks and shoes and fashion. Lubin. Ask them if they had this bottle. They're not going to have this bottle. You know why? Because they can't find it. They ain't going to look to find it. They don't care about finding it. They want free bottles, fragrance net bottles, and K&G clothes. Anyway, bada bing, bada boom. Good veteran. It's like a, I'm about to say, they're like a fragrance on the floor. It's like a pasty vetiver. What is a pasty vetiver, Raj? A pasty vetiver is something that stick to your skin. Pasty. This paste to your skin. Sycamore more is an airy vetiver to me. Like when you spray it, it's like it airs out. It goes about. When you spray it on your skin, it's like, and that's it. It's like that all day. That's it. And it ain't going nowhere. It is what it is. It ain't doing nothing. Whereas the sycamore, well, like, all right, cool, baby, out, you know. Now, I ain't gonna say it's the amazing best. You're going a little too far, sir. There's too many fragrances out here. There's too many fragrance houses out here to say it's the amazing best vetiver unless you have all of the vetivers from all of the high-end houses, including Lubin in this bottle. Look at this bottle. You can't find that bottle anymore. Or maybe you can. Look it up and add it to your collection. Lubin old school bottle. All right? Because most of your Lubin bottles are like this. Ask them, do they have any Lubins? They're not going to have any Lubins because Lubin ain't giving no free bottles. Why they going to have Lubin? Ask them. Ask them. Say, yo, man, do you have a Canaride with the caviar in it? Do you have that? Caviar? Let me see if fragrance got it. So anyway, I'm done mashing these fake imposter fragrance reviewing, just trying to get attention. This one since she has started, she got 37 followers already. I don't think she knows the difference between toothpaste and deodorant. But she out here doing fragrance reviews. Well, Raj, you had to start somewhere too. But I didn't start until people started telling me, yo, you on point. I didn't start until I knew I had the backing of the best. Backings of the best. These guys don't have no backings of the best guys. They don't have the backings of us who brought this stuff up in the 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They don't have our backing. They're just taking advantage of what's going on now, which is people will give you free bottles to promote their stuff so you can sell that bottle, get some money, and then buy another bottle. Or if you want to keep it, you keep it, and then you can decant it out and you can sell some of that decant and get you some money. These cats ain't spending no money. They ain't got no money. They ain't spend no money because all you gotta do is ask them what they did before they start fragrancing. Some of them ain't had no jobs. Then they gave it all up. Like, I ain't working, man. All I gotta do is tell people I got panty droppers, man. I can make money from YouTube. Again, until you say something stupid and YouTube shut your channel down, and now you can't pay rent anymore, or for anything else you have in your apartment, or maybe house. Again, my job is not to smash on these cats. My job is to indeed keep it real, but I'm not going to let them do y'all like that. I'm not going to let y'all do that. You got to ask these questions. They come here talking on that beast mode and panty mode stuff. Just unsubscribe. Just be done with them. They garbage. They talking garbage. That's all. They know everybody wants some coochie, so they're going to mention panty droppers. And none of the women dropping no panty droppers for you if you don't know how to dress, and you don't have a job, and you don't have a decent car, and you live with your mother. I don't care. Panty droppers will not get you no coochie, and panty droppers will not get you to deal with any women. But these guys faking out, acting like they got all these honeys and everything. They ain't got no honeys. Because they wouldn't be friggin' trying to jock money from sponsors to give them free bottles and to sell to other people for other people. You never see any of my video with me telling you, giving you a link to go buy a bottle with my link. You have never seen that. Not since 2014 or even 2 years before that. You've never seen me put a link on the bottom of my page. Well, if you only got 3,000 subscribers, that's exactly right. Because all these 100,000 subscriber guys don't have no 100,000 subscribers. We already had that thing a long time ago when dude was buying subscribers. He got caught buying subscribers. And what happened was when the program was over, you can keep these subscribers for a certain line. I don't know if they still do that, but you can buy subscribers. I was going through it with Cody about that. Because all of a sudden he had 1,000 million subscribers all of a sudden. You can buy subscribers. You can look it up. Look up how to buy subscribers. It might still be there. I don't think you can do it anymore. You can buy subscribers, and then you got to use that time to try to get those subscribers up. So when they pull the subscribers that you bought, you still kind of need subscribers that you claim you had. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Oh, man, I need to go get me some more wine and drink. All right, have some margaritas. So I don't need anything else to drink. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. You know, let's stay away from these phonies, man. These cats doing all kind of slick, slack stuff. Like I said, they ain't going to come to my page and say nothing. Y'all can go ahead and tag this video and send it to their page and see what they say. They ain't going to say nothing. They ain't got nothing to say. You can't say nothing. Either you bought some subscribers, either you're getting free bottles from Z-Dude and whatever. And then you're trying to resell them. You're trying to get your subscriber count up and all that stuff. Well, you know you don't have no talent. Now, you might be pretty good right now if you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. You know, ran the game. And then maybe you are learning about fragrances. But most of these guys don't even go out their basement. Don't even go out their bedroom. They ain't never been to another store. They live in freaking obscure places that they don't have perfume stores. And a lot of them don't buy any samples. A lot of them go online. Some of the groups, I respect the groups. My man C-Money do the groups. I'm saying a lot of people wait till the fragrance net sales and they'll go buy on a buying spree. And I'm telling you, don't spend your money from them dudes. If they're trying to get you to buy a bottle, don't mess with them. Because they should be telling you to buy samples, not bottles. Again, y'all ain't got no money like that. They ain't even got no money like that. And again, they probably don't even have subscribers like that. So don't be buying them from around them dudes, man. Them dudes crazy. They'll lead you right to the broke house like a freaking woman wanting you to date her until she get tired of you and you don't have an apartment and a car anymore because she done spent all your money out of Capitol Grill. That's what they would do to you. They have you spend all your money up, and now you ain't got no money because you done bought all that juice they claiming they like, and now you done bought all that juice, and now you still ain't getting no panties dropping. You ain't getting no beast mode. None of that stuff means nothing to nobody. And then you ain't got no money, and you got all these fragrances up here they told you to buy, and you really don't even like them, and you can't return them. Share my video to all them clowns. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to finish looking at my program, which is another documentary. Another documentary of that joint. What that joint that went down below and smashed them into like paper. They couldn't even find their bodies because that pressure from the sea, the Titan. They got another documentary on they got a documentary. Well, they had like 2 or 3, and then people was talking about it a lot. But on Netflix, they got a documentary. I got to finish watching that. Had them people get on that goddamn boat with that goddamn tube. That thing was already cracking up already, crack. And they got on there, and that poor little boy didn't want to go. He only went because his father's dead. That boy can still be living with his mother, but they both dead, smashed up into nothing, paper. Fish eating on them because this fool had them go down a freaking sub because he was greedy for money. The Titan story. Check it out. It kind of reminds me, but not as critical. Not as critical as these freaking wannabe freaking fragrance reviewers want you to go and spend all your money up. They want you to get on the boat. They want you to get on the boat. But the boat ain't qualified. The boat is jacked up. The boat, if it gets another crack, you're going to be a paper mache on the bottom of the ocean. But they still want you to spend your last bit of money because they said it was panty droppers. And you spend your last bit of money and you get that fragrance there. And it smells like booty droppers. No diddy. Stop messing around with these freaking fragrance reviewers. I'm going to tell you one more time how to save you money. First of all, stay away from dudes who say panty droppers, beast mode, and any other stupid behind saying except bundle spray. You can say bundle spray because that's how you do it, baby. A bundle to spray. I'm going to bundle spray all this. Charles just sold this to me. I'm going to spray it all out right now. I need that sandalwood. See, money. I got to spray it all out, dog. You see, I got the box. Told you I had the box. I'm going to spray all this creamy, buttery sandalwood Colin Kaepernick out. Psych. You put it down here in the cage and stage it. You stage it in the cage. I got it back. Actually, I think I sold this to C Money. Did I sell you? I sold this to you, didn't I? I think I sold it to you. And he still got it. He's looking out for me. See, if C Money, he doesn't do reviews. But if C Money said buy something, you better buy it. Because he got a good nose. He has a good nose. So C Money said, yo, man, you got to grab that. Go ahead on and take a chance with him. Now, I will say, this is my homie. Not everything he say smell good, but he know I've been trying to buy. I tried to get him to buy some stuff that I said was fly, and he didn't like. That's just the way it goes. So how you going to trust any friggin' fragrance review on YouTube now who just trying to get free bottles and trying to link those doggone bottles up to stores so you can go buy them so they can get some money when they buying K&G shoe store suits and clothing? Don't do it. Don't waste your money. Don't do it. I got Saponico down here. I don't have much of this, but I know they don't have this Oud 1. That's all I got left. I got in the split for the Fragrance Bros long time ago. I said, yo, man, look, just send me the remnants of the bottle. I want the bottle. And they sent me this. The Fragrance Bros are no longer in existence. I think Jeremy is still, and not Jeremy from overseas, but Jeremy from the Fragrance Bros is still doing some stuff. But that guy, he left a long time ago. Because he saw the phoniness that was taking place in the fragrance review world. Freaking garbage Jews coming out of nowhere talking about panty mode, dude overseas, got these women dancing in front of him. He done made a whole show. He got people spending $425 on freaking Creed. And then he got a pot to piss in. Mom, Dad, can I have $425 for what, son? For what? Are you going to take that money and buy you some food for the rest and pay the rent? No, that's ridiculous. Jeremy said beast mode for Venice. I had to have. What is beast mode, son? He get his beast mode bottle, whatever you want to call it, whichever one it is, and come to find out now he can't eat forever. So now he got to sell the beast mode bottle. That Jeremy, all these fashion icons and bearded people talk about this beast mode. They're gonna be fine because they pimping the bottle. First of all, they get it free, and then they pimping on the back end, and then they get you to buy it from someplace else so they can get some more scratch. And then they end up selling the bottle, and they got more scratch. And you sit up here and then you can't eat for a week because you spent $425 on the bottle that everybody in the club that you thought you would get some panties from, well, all your homies got the same fragrance. In fact, y'all all probably went in on the bottle like, yo, dog, how much you got, man? I got 10, dog. What you got? Man, I got 20, man, so I want more. Okay, we all going to meet over my house tonight because we going to the club and get some panties dropped. So, all right, man, come on over. All right, we're going to meet at your crib. All right, we're going to meet at your crib. What time? 7 o'clock. All right, bet. Let's go. All of them be over the crib. All of them grab that freaking Venice bottle and gets the spraying. Because some dude said it was beast mode. And he probably got the bottle for free because he got 100,000 subscribers. Of which maybe 100,000 or more probably bought. Because you can buy subscribers. You just got to use them for a little bit until you get some more subscribers. I have 3,000 subscribers. That's all I need. Never want any more. I don't need to be a millionaire or billionaire. I don't need none of that. I don't need all that. I don't need to be a fake phony either. I know I'm a Grammy member. An actor. Been in film and movies. I know that I've done that. Navy. I've done that. Drove trolleys, subways, buses, the L train. Did that. Executive limo driver doing that. Paraprofessional did that. All that. These guys ain't doing nothing, man, but just freaking jamming y'all up and make you spend money you don't really have. And if you really had that kind of money, you wouldn't spend it on no freaking. You'll go buy you some gold or silver. You wouldn't take $425 and go buy some freaking juice that you're going to spray out no matter how long it takes instead of buying you some silver. And now that joint is gaining money. Like my dumb behind did. I took all my silver and gold and started buying, freaking Neiman Marcus and $4,000 shoes and all that stuff. That's okay. I'm happy. You see how I tell on myself? I don't have no problem telling on myself, man, because I keep it real, cuz. Man, go get your hat. What am I? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all gonna stop messing with me about this hat, man. Y'all know how I feel about this hat thing, man. Y'all know how I feel about it. It's Sulpaniku, man. It's I call it the buttery sandalwood. It's called Sulpanika, man. That's a good sandalwood. You mentioned sandalwood earlier. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question too. You still have Tuscan leather? What's your favorite leather? I'm really not a leather fan. To keep it real with you, I don't know whether, I think maybe Tandy Species had leather in it. The Andre Putman joint. This might have had leather in it. If it did, I really like this, but I don't have it anymore. I sold it. What? Leather. I'm not a leather head, man. Look around all this stuff here. Besides Tuscan leather, I don't have a Tuscan leather. I don't have any leather fragrances. I'm not a leather guy. I'm just not a leather guy, man. You know, and people was tripping when I was talking about the leather smell like dirt. My man was like, "Oh yeah, back in the day, you said it smelled like dirt when your nose wasn't developed." And I was telling him, "No, it smelled like dirt. My nose was very developed. It smelled like freaking dirt to me." And then, like I said, Jay-Z and them and Homeboy, the Canada boy, was calling it smell like a brick. You know, brick means cocaine. Cocaine come from dirt. So yeah, it smelled like dirt to me. It doesn't smell like. This is the joint I wore to the Grammys. Of course, you wouldn't know anything about this because I wore it to the Grammys. And this is called Omni Perfumi. And the name of the fragrance is, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Omni Perfumi. I wore this to the Grammys when it came to New York. Have you seen the pictures of the women I was with when I went to the Grammys in New York? Have you seen the pictures? Go to my page. Go to my RaJuRmusic.com page. Go to RaJuRmusic.com. RaJuRmusic.com. And you will see me at the Grammys with a myriad of women. Not panty droppers, Grammy droppers. Ask them bums what were they doing before they decided they want to act like they were fragrance reviewers. Ask them what they were doing. Now, let's get back to what y'all talking about. Let's stop talking about me. Stop talking about RaJuR. All right, what we got here? What we got going on? Cure Imperial and Cure Majest. Who is that by though? Who's Cure Imperial? Cure Imperial sounds, even Cure Majest sounds like, that sounds like a what you call them? Cure Majesty sounds like a Guerlain. Is that Guerlain? That sounds like a Guerlain fragrance. Armani Prive. Oh, really? Okay. Armani Prive is Majest darker, full of leather. Ah. Armani Jane Imperial fresh leather. I never smelled both of those. I never smelled either one of those. But I think I do remember. No, I'm sorry. I should be disqualified for talking about fragrances. But I'm going to say that as a precipice to say what I'm going to say, which is I'll be right back. I had to blow my nose. I had to turn that light out too. Like burn electricity around here, so I have to. You know what I mean? I can't take $425 and I got to pay bills. All right. I do have suedes. So ask me what's the best suede to me. Yo, Raj. And you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. There it is. There it is. She only makes 250 batches a year. Only 250 batches a year. She ain't got no time to be mass producing this. 250 batches a year for Naomi Goodsir of Cure Velours. How you doing? And where I just get this from? Because it was down there and then I moved it. It really needs to be back up here with, well, maybe it was down here. I'll put it back down here. No, because that don't look right. I wouldn't even put it there. That looks dumb. So I ain't put it there. Where did I just get this from? Yo. Oh, okay. It should be on top of the Cure Velours box. There you go. You do. No, it must be on the side because the box might fall. And then I aimed it a little bit to the front because I got the stage, the gauge. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's too good to last that long, bro. Cure Velours is for one thing and one thing only. Hurry up. Hurry up and get done so I can go to sleep. Ha! I'll let you boy. Have you tried any newer? I have tried Royal Tobacco. This young lady by the name of Shelby up in Neiman Marcus, up in King of Prussia, was like, "You gotta smell this. Come on, Raj. Come over here. You gotta smell this. Come on. You gotta smell this. It smells pretty good." Never heard Outlands. I'm sorry. I'm a fragrance. I'm a famous fragrance reviewer, and yes, I've heard Outlands. Yes, it smells like beast mode and panty droppers. You want to see a special leather? Only 400 of these were made. 400. See, I buy that special stuff you just can't buy anywhere, anyhow. From the house of 6 perfumes, Napa Noir, Napa Leather. When I got my car, I sprayed this in the vents, like 2 sprays on the leather, let it seek in. He made 400 bottles. I forgot what number this was because I don't know what I did with the box. Now, 6 Perfumes actually is another house. This is just a break off from the house they have. I forgot the name of the house that Napa 6 came from. What's the name of the house? Because he had a lot of fragrances. But I don't think I had one of them houses up either. I don't think I have any of the fragrances. But I dropped out of that joint. Well, they just still, I don't know if they even still making fragrances, but yeah, I bought this. I'm not sure what number it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's 1 or 400, but they only made 400 of these. Napa Noir. And I just found another leather. See? So you got to ask me so I can look. Pure Velours is first. Napa will actually be third compared to this one I'm going to show you next. Bam. Sadell by Sense Perfume. Sense Perfume. Sadell. Well, Raj, what is Sadell? Butterscotch leather. Butterscotch and leather. A saddle, a horse saddle. That's why it's called Sadell. It's really saddle, but this is a Swedish fragrance. Butterscotch and leather. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Not your normal stuff. RaJuR just don't buy normal brand houses. It's just not going to happen. You got to step outside the box sometimes. You got to hook up with people who know other things more than you know to turn you on to things that they don't know. Sadell, butterscotch and leather, Napa leather, straight car seat leather, as far as I'm concerned. Brand new BMW car seat leather. What? Holler. And also, you remember, and I got to go, I got things to do. Also, remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to buy bottles. Just request samples. Request the samples. Don't buy something because some dummy said it was beast mode or panty droppers and stuff. And then when you get it, you just all jacked up because it smells like booty. It smells like RaJuR Decalave, like some bum on the corner. I don't mean to keep stop saying it because I don't have nothing against people who that's fortunate. I'm just telling you to smell funky. All right, funky. Funky. RaJuR Decalave smells funky. And not in a music funky bass player way. It smells funky stank way. Talking about. All right, anything else I can find in here that's leather? Here's one. It's not a leather, but check this out. Old school. Old school. You all know about this. M7, Oud Absolute, Yves Saint Laurent. See, Charles, see, CJW, see, it wasn't just me. C Money feels the same way. See, M7, Oud Absolute by Yves Saint Laurent. Mandarin, Bois d'Oud, Patchouli, Siste, and Myrrh. Look at the year. 2002. Ask some suit wearing, beard combing dudes, do they have this? No, because it's not free. Hey, Charles. Somebody asked you what size hat you wear. I told her, I don't know. You got to call him, you know. Here's another old school joint that I will never get rid of. Encre Noir. The street veteran. It smells like cement. If I'm not mistaken, Mason Francis Kirk Johns, Encre Noir. But again, those suit-wearing, beard-combing dudes will know anything about this. Because they just got in the game 5 years ago and bought as many subscribers as they could afford. Anyway, next. I'm cracking the old school stuff for you. I'm going to crack old school stuff because I want you to learn it. I want you to be learned. A lot of you not learned it, okay? The Crystal Star. Oh, that's right. That is a leather. Yeah. 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 Forgot all about these bad boys. These are leather. Yeah. 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 Thierry Mugler. You know, he passed away 3 or 4 years ago. But his clothing designer still makes some nice clothes. Yeah, I think these are leather here. Yeah, man. Got 2 bottles. Holla at you, boy. As the suit wearing, penny dropping. No, forget it. I keep putting too much concentration on them people when I don't have to. It's not worth my time really to continue to badger the phonies that are in the fragrance reviewing sphere. Okay. One more I'm gonna show y'all, and that's gonna be it. I gotta bounce. Okay. I did Encre Noir, right? Did that. What is that? Hold on, I gotta make sure I did all of them. M7. I don't think I did this one. Did I do this one? Narciso Rodriguez for him. Who did that fragrance? The first one that knows, I'll give you nothing. Who made this fragrance? And don't look it up for Granica either. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Who made this one? Come on. And there's a 10-second delay. All right, Jared, you need to start a channel there, player. All right, okay. All right, okay. Y'all know what's popping. See, we do education here. Education's here. Okay, education. All right, let's see if I find one more. One more that may be a surprise to you. I think I think that's about it. I got some old school stuff. All right, one more old school. You gotta be careful opening that up. 2 more old schools. 10 seconds. Tell me what house are these from? Ready? 10 seconds. First one to answer, you get to go to sleep early and go to bed and not look at this video anymore. Go. Bam. That's one. And bam. Number 2. All right. Let me know. Not showing them again. Those are 2. Who are those by? We're going to educate you here. We're not going to get you to buy fragrances so we can get paid. We don't do that here. Who made those 2 fragrances? I'm now ready to come back down and look. Who we got? Hey, JW, that boy don't play. That boy don't play. How you know that was Killian? You're not even supposed to know that's a Killian joint. Because that look nothing like any Killians that most people even seen. They don't even have that in the store. My man gifted me that from Detroit. He gifted me that. Very good. All right, one more. How about this one? Since you want to be super duper smart. 1, 2, ain't much left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should have known Charles would know that joint. I should have known Charles would do that. All right. Oh, we okay. Y'all think y'all so smart. Okay. I'm going back up. There's a double question. Who make this fragrance and what's the name of it? You ready? You get 10 seconds to look at it. What's the house for this fragrance? And what's the name of it? If you get this, I might consider sending out some samples to somebody. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bam. Here, figure that one out. Y'all think y'all so goddamn smart around here. Name. Okay, you got that right. Now, see, Charles is looking them up. What he's doing real quick, because he's fast. He took a picture of it real quick, fed it into the Wayback Machine, and that's how he got it. Dang, man. Both of y'all on that joint. Pete Gallardo and what's called. Yeah, man. All right. I got to stump y'all. I can't. Now you don't. Okay. Here we go. This one is going to stump you. You're not going to get it. You're definitely not going to get this. I can guarantee you. And if you get this one, if you get this, I'm going to give you an empty bottle or something, but you can just put it in your cage and make it look like you have something, okay? You ready? Here we go. You have 10 seconds to figure this one out. Are you ready? As dude said at the Bruce Lee fight with Bolo. No, he didn't fight Bolo. Bruce Lee fought, he had to fight somebody. Was it Chuck Norris? No, it's Chuck Norris' other movie. Who did he have to fight? It don't matter. He cut the rope. Are you ready? Yeah. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1920. God, man. Bro, this goes with, I didn't even know you back that far. See, the thing about Charles, Charles be saying, yo, blah, blah, blah. He be bringing up something like, bro, I could not have known you that long. But then I saw him in a video when I was doing a show. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the name too. But yeah, I was going back on my YouTube page when I was doing a show at Chuck's Alibi. And I saw Charles. I'm like, I didn't know I even knew Charles that long. And he was there with his lady, man. Hey, this boy, man, you go way back, bro. So, man, I didn't know you went back that far. Well, the name of this fragrance is, I need sunglasses to see it. As far as how you doing, Vermont life? How's everything? Everything okay? Okay. How are you feeling tonight? You feel okay? Charles, are you okay? I just saw you, man. You look like you was really well. Thank you, sir. You look like you was really, when I saw you earlier, man, when you hooked me up with that soap and nigga, it looked like you was really feeling good. Boss has some good joints. Stop it. Y'all need to stop. Y'all playing too much. Okay. Let's go. What are some good, and I understand this boss is more designer than his niche. And I know that maybe it's possible that boss can have some really standout fragrances that will rival niche. So I tell you what, answer me this question. Whatever boss you think is the best boss they have, right? Just some question. Whatever boss that you think is the best new boss, good joint, what would it rival as far as a niche? What competition would another niche have with this boss good joint? I mean, what would this boss good joint, you could say, man, this smells better than anything. What would it smell better than a niche? Or would you say that boss has turned niche? I didn't answer that question. All you bearded and suit wearing people, I need suit wearing supporters and cap wearing supporters. I need to know what boss can compare to what niche right now. You have 3 days to figure it out, because that's how long it's going to take you to figure that out. Freaking boss. And thank you for the compliment on the collection, sir. Appreciate it, Vermont. Thank you. Yeah, man, I get a little arrogant every now and then, man, because I just don't like boss stuff. The last thing I was going to buy, but you know, there was, yeah. I think the boss bottle stuff was pretty good. What's going on, Pete? Yeah, I think the boss bottle stuff was really good. I'm not even going front. I heard that there was a couple boss bottles that were pretty doggone good. And it was kind of collector too, because I don't think they still make the boss bottle. I think they ended the boss bottle campaign, if I'm not mistaken. So I would agree, though I've never smelled them, but I did want one. I did want a boss bottle. But every time I went to get one, I'm like, I found something else that I wanted more, so I didn't get it. But yeah, I agree. I heard them Jones was tough. Yeah, I heard the boss bottle Jones was real tough. Hugo Boss bottle elixir LD. Really? I gotta get my nose on it somehow or the other. Can you still buy it now, or did they discontinue that line? I thought they discontinued the bottled line. That's what I thought. Info me that. Hold on, I'm gonna go get me a tissue. Be right back. I'm gonna turn this heat down too. I'm telling you, too hot in this joint. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Okay, smarty pants. I got something else for y'all. I got something for you. Smarty pantsers. Trying to outsmart me around here. I'm here to win. I'm not. Y'all ain't gonna get nothing right. Well, you got to get them. You can still get. That's what I thought. I thought they were done. You know what? Is it the amber bottle? Because the Rag and Bone did have a joint I was chasing for a minute up in King of Pressure. I just never bought it because every time I went to buy, I was like, man, I saw something else I wanted. You know, I might have went to Rag and Bone, smelled it, and now that then I went to Neiman's and bought something else. But yeah, it was the amber joint. Rag and Bone had a fire piece up there. I ain't gonna front. I went to that store, man. I smelled that joint for a minute. What's going on, Miss Sonia? Nice to meet you. I'm Raj here. I never seen before. Here I talk about fragrances. I'm not a fragrance reviewer. I just talk about fragrances. I show my collection and, you know, whatever. And then I learn from everybody. I learn from Vermont. I learn from Charles. I learn from DJ. I learn from everybody. Everybody has something here to say. I am not the expert on anything. I don't know anything about panty droppers, nor do I know anything about beast mode, okay? So with Pete Gallardo's here, and, you know, Jared's here, like I said, you know, and look, we got some people here. Slayer Dog is here. Bellamy Vetiver. Dang, Slayer. Oh, my bad, man. I let that get away from me. Yes. Bellamy Vetiver. Yes, indeed, from Hermes. I really like that. In fact, I think I had that, and I got rid of it. I said hi. You don't know me, Miss Sonia. I don't, but I'm glad you stopped by. What made you stop by? What did you hear about from me or this channel that you stopped by? I'm really surprised, but I'm glad to meet you. Absolutely. I like to meet everybody. Like I said, I come here. We just sit around and chat. I might be in the studio. I might just be sitting here in the bedroom. I might be anywhere. And the camera, last night, the last time we were here for 3 hours, but I had to privatize that video because I talked too much junk about people. But I just started talking about junk about people now, so I might as well put it back up. So anyway, have anybody ever heard of this? All right. You don't know me, huh? Oh, you was asking me, do I know you? I would have to look at your picture. Can I tap on your picture right here? Let's see. No, I can't see the picture. And you was on 13th Street. You was up the street from me. You was on the same block on 13th Street? No, I can find you. But Ormond James is like on the out right now, I think. No, that's right. No, they start making new fragrances. That's right. Ormond James is starting to make some new Yamins. Absolutely. I had 3 Ormond James. I have. These are 3 that I liked out of Ormond James. Osmanthus. I was surprised. I really like this. This thing dries down so nice. Osmanthus. This, oh, what? You got married? What? Oh, snap. How you been, young lady? Oh, man, how you been? I didn't know you got married. Well, like you was waiting to tell me you got married. I still got your phone number in the phone. I ain't gonna call you now though, because you're married. I hope everything been well. Well, obviously it's been well, because you got married. All right. Ormond Elixir and Royal Elixir. So those are three I got. They're not just the only three that I like, but those are the three that I have. There's some other ones that you said are really nice. Yes, I did. How have you been? You see what I'm doing? Chilling here talking about fragrances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? As you know, I don't live on 13th Street anymore. I moved from there a while ago, quite some time ago. But yeah. Get out of here. You done got married. I'm not surprised you got married though, because you was a cutie pie. So I'm not surprised you got married. You know what I mean? That's a yeah I mean on the holler at your boy. But it's good to see you. It is good to see you. It's good to see you. We just talking about friend. I'm going to call tonight though. It's 10:30. I'm going to call tonight. I got to finish looking at this documentary I want to look at. A Champa. See, I don't have Vanilla Des Afriques intensive. I know it's probably good. I never liked Nawab. Everybody liked Nawab. You own 2 bottles of this one. Montebago is pretty good too. I just didn't get that. Montebago is good. Yes. That was a nice collection. Nawab was okay. It just said I didn't like their form of oud. And I think I smelled, like I said, Champa and Sakura. Vanilla d'Afrique, I never smelled that. I never smelled that one, man. That joint's probably popping. I'm had to get down Perfumology. Maybe they have that. And Verano Damask. I smell Taif, though. I kind of like Taif. Too. I just didn't get it. Indeed. That's a good collection of those. Here's a classic. Really? Okay. Always smelled amazing. Thank you. Where's your husband? Don't be getting me in trouble, yo. Stop playing, Miss Sonia. Mrs. Sonia. Next thing you know, I got somebody to abandon my channel because somehow his wife said I smelled amazing. See, y'all, there's perfect proof that I smell amazing. Mrs. Sonia said it. With her husband in the basement. She dang sure didn't say that while he here. You know what I mean? Vanilla light in the pants? Okay, so it's just like a freshie type thing. I'm just telling the truth. I appreciate you, Miss Sonia. I appreciate you, no doubt. It's good seeing you, too. It's good to know you stopped by here. I would have never thought I would see you here on this channel, but I really appreciate you, no doubt. How many people heard about Sombra? By Yosh. They had 2 fragrances. They had Sombra. I sold the other one. But this right here was the star, Sombra Negra. Or other Sad Negro. Somebody had this phrase. I think he was calling it Sad Negro or something, man. It was like crazy. Sombra Negra. Classic. I haven't smelled this in years. I got to spray it out. I found a piece of dry skin. And it's strong, too. Sombra Negra. Just get that just to have it, because I don't think they make this anymore. I've been trying to get stuff that people don't make anymore, houses don't make anymore. Sombra Negra. And a lot of, I got Gorilla Perfumes. Now they're Lush. And they don't really get down on what like they used to. But I also like that house, too. I like Lush and all this stuff. I thought I had. Oh, here you go. Here's a Lush, but it's really a hybrid. It's Lush and it's Gorilla Perfumes. And this is called Smuggler's Soul. Now, the reason they call it Smuggler's Soul, and this is probably out of date now. This thing probably expired 100 years ago because they got expiration dates on the bottom of their fragrances. Yeah, made in 2018, used by 2023. Okay. Smuggler's Soul was actually made by Gorilla Perfumes. Of course, there was overseas. I ran into this lady up in she was up in the burbs, and I saw like Smuggler's Soul and all them joints they used to sell, and it wasn't called Lust at the time, or what's it called now? It wasn't called. It was called something else, but yeah, it wasn't Gorilla Perfumes, but it really was. And they were known for they make the fragrance and they put the start date when they made it, who made it, whatsoever, which is really cool. But this is, sandalwood. You just can't get sandalwood now. You get variations of sandalwood. But if you get sandalwood, you get caught with sandalwood, it's an endangered material. So you can go to jail if you have that. Now, if you got it in a fragrance, that is what it is. But yeah, this is good. Now, this is like the substitute. This is not the original one, even though it does have a little bit of sandalwood in it. The real sandalwood has a little bit. But yeah, sandalwood is in danger right now, as far as I know. You can look it up. I'm not sure for sure, but it's in danger. So you can't have this in fragrances. You can't do anything with this. You can't even put it in your sandals. Because sandalwood is endangered. It's endangered material. Now I'm gonna show you one more. And by the way, I don't do new Georgios, only do old Georgios. So as you can see, my friend, those are original bottle Georgios. And I got the Shooting Star set, and I have the Ooh Star set. I don't care about nothing else that Georgios made. I don't care what they make. They can make the best fragrance in the world. Ain't touching it. If I'm not getting those original bottles, I'm not buying it. Period. Ain't gonna happen. Now, last but not least, is I'm gonna turn y'all on to. I'm gonna do with it. What is that? I'm gonna do with it. I will pull out some Time Ford stuff. You what? Let's end on Time Ford, because Time Ford is really what got me in the game. By the way, this is called One Umbrella for Two. My man Sammy gave me some One Umbrella for Two. This is $375 for 100 mil. One umbrella for two. And I ain't spraying it because I can't afford it. But Sammy hooked me up. Hooked the up. Holla. All right, now let me find what you should buy. If you like Tom Ford, and if you like Tom Ford, I'm sure Charles know what I'm going to say, and I got to call it a night, y'all. I got to go chill. If you like Tom Ford, and you don't want to spend $200, I sold out my Tom Ford. This is Plum Japanese. And you sold, and you don't want to pay $300 for a 50 mil? Just buy the spray. Just buy the spray. Buy the spray. That's all you got. That's all you got to do. Just buy the spray. It smells good. If you spray it on your clothes, it's easy to come off at the end of the day, and it smells good. I wore this to work one day, and a young lady who worked in the maintenance department was like, "You always come in smelling good. What is that? That smells good." I said, "It's effing fabulous." She was like, "What is effing fabulous?" I said, "It's a fragrance by Tom Ford. It's brand new. It came out. But remember, he was charging like $400 for a 50 mil at that point. But I just went and grabbed the spray from Bloomingdale's for $74. That's all you need. Save your money on Tom Ford, unless you trying to find Amber Absolute, some of the old head bottles. If you find Amber Absolute and things like that, that's fine. Other than that, if you buying Tom Ford, you probably don't even like it like that. Buy the spray. Save you some money. Save you $200 something. Guaranteed, women will still say you smell good. Bars. All right? That's just a little tip for y'all, because I don't want anybody thinking they got to wear suits and hats and beards to buy fragrance net juice and sell the bottles for free and get free bottles from people. No, you ain't got to do that. And now I'm going to end this video. Share this video with your favorite people. Especially some of the people I mentioned tonight. Share them, share. Let's share. This go up in the oud section. Over here about oud section. Everything up there is oud. Okay? Oud, oud, oud. Oud Star. Oud Magnique. And this is by Mullinard. Don't sleep on Mullinard. You only can get Mullinard stuff up my man Sammy's crib, though. Says, oud. Dries down. You don't even smell the oud. It smells so good, all right? Holla at your boy. There. Atkinson's Her Majesty the Oud. Y'all know about these bottles. Stop buying the stuff that you know about and venture out and go to other places where you can buy some newer stuff. Go out to Sammy's store in Lancaster. You can find a lot more. You can find Penhaligans. Well, Neiman's had Penhaligans now too. I used to have just about all the Penhaligans with the heads, but I sold them. I got some good money off of them. But yeah, go out to Sammy's in Lancaster and find some other juice. Stop buying the same brands, the same thing all the time. I'm trying to get about that and buy some new stuff. You got to do it. You got to do it. You can't upgrade your game in this game unless you're going to spend the money, take the time, drive to different places. Like, I am never going to make it to Atlanta. I don't deal with the people down there like that. But, I might go down there. I got people live in Augusta, so that's close I'm going to get. You don't know about that. You don't know about this oud right there. This is Ajmal. Ajmal. Oud, baby. Oud, holla at your boy. What's the name of it? Got a batch number and everything. Made in the UAE. It's probably Vivamore. Who knows? All right. Holla at your boy. Any more ouds up here? Sure, there's other ouds up here. How you doing? Oud. What's the name of this one? More Ajmal. Look at the bottles. It's almost like What's got some ugly bottles too, man. Freaking What's man. You know, I like you see I got my Calumet bottles down there. I do want to get Calumet again. I want to get I don't need Calumet Black. I want the original Calumet. I got 2 bottles of Calumet down there. I need, but those boxes. I gotta get in bottles. So I gotta save some money. It's only like $1.30 or something like that. I'll wait till they go on sale. I'm going up there to Calumet and give me some Calumet. Electamus, the oud. This is called Jupiter. Oud. Haven't even sprayed this shit. Haven't even touched it. Have not sprayed it. Electamus. Oud. And I have more, but last but not least, I said I gotta get ready to go and watch this documentary. Oud oil. This oil right here, $100. I looked it up. My man gifted this to me. My man from Virginia, Christian, gifted me this. I looked up the name, looked up everything. For this size of this oil, this is $100 for oud oil. I'm trying to learn y'all something. Your collection must be diverse. I don't have, y'all know me. From basses to guitars, to studio gear, to clothing. Everything I have is diverse, man. I don't want to be like anybody on any particular day. I don't want to wear anything like anybody on a particular day. You know what I mean? So that's how I do, man. And my music don't sound like anybody is on any particular day. How you doing? And I'll let you see my teardrops. The real teardrops. Holla at your boy. Shooting Star set. Shooting Star set. If you are a true collector, you should have some real teardrop bottles, and you should have the oud set and the Shooting Stars set. And if you find them, it's going to cost you a lot of money because they don't make these anymore. Okay? So being a true collector is not just having the latest. The true collector is not having the most expensive. A true collector has a diverse collection that you can pull out stuff and people are like, oh, what the heck is that? It's not a name brand. It's something that's different. Because my job, like anything else, whether it's music, fashion, freight, I'm trying to educate you and I need you to educate me. So if you got something I don't know about, but I don't need to know about new G-Jaws because I'm not going to buy any G-Jaws. So I'm not interested in G-Jaws. But I know you ain't going to be able to find that Barney's joint right there. And Charles been trying to get this forever. Barney's, New York. Made by my man, Greg Loren. And that's how all the labels are. All the labels are all jacked up except for when I wrote on it. That's how the labels are. They got paint on them and stuff like that. Barney's, New York. You better try to find that. Because Charles ain't never going to get his hands on that. He might want to, but he ain't. And that's my boy. Some things I'd be like, all right, cool. But some things that you just can't part with. I mean, I gave him some great juice by TFK. He didn't want it. It was a great oud fragrance. This is one of the best oud fragrances ever made by T. And Charles didn't want it, man. C-Money didn't want it. He was like, man, y'all can't be looking at my bed. Yo, man, y'all looking at too much right now. You looking at my watches and all kinds. No, we ain't doing that. Anyway, I'm just funning with y'all. Having a good time. Oh, and like I said, Alexander J. That joint right there, that one right there, that Irish violet right there, fire. The vanilla is fire too. The vanilla is fire. E-Dot turned me on to this house. And then I found out they had it up in my man's store up in Lancaster. But E-Dot turned me on to Alexander J. Man, better stop playing with me. All right, y'all, it's time to go. That guy got to look at some documentaries. Him, the Navy dude. I'm outie. Man, thank y'all for stopping by, man. I had a great time, man. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all taking the time. I never knew I would have 12 people here at one time, man. But I got much love for you, for real, man. I mean, we talk, we joke around, whatever. I learned about some new fragrances from Vermont and of course, from C-Money. I'm glad Sonya stopped by to say hi because I ain't seen her in a long time. And everybody who came by. 880, Slayer Dog, with that Bellamy Vetiver, which I think I got to get that back again. I got to get that Bellamy better. I sold that. But I got to get that Bellamy. JW came through. Everybody who came through, man, keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Guy and Stewart. Yeah, he came through. And yeah, Matthew came through and was leaving messages, man. Because we was rolling so fast, Matthew. If you still here, man, I ain't see the messages, man. Because we was rolling. Keep it on it, rolling. These sauces. So I can see, but maybe next time, man, look me out. I don't know how to send notifications that you would know I'm here doing something, but let's check me out. Just check in from time to time, man. I come on mainly at night. Sometimes I might be in the studio. Sometimes in the afternoon when I'm not working. If I'm not limoing and stuff, I'll be in the studio. So you can check me out in the studio. Most of the time it's nighttime, though. All right? Sometimes I go as far as 2 o'clock in the morning back there tripping, making sauce and stuff. All right, y'all, I'm out. Take care of yourself. Talk to y'all soon. Have mercy. Later.